on the way on the gym to the way on the way to the gym. Just gonna do some easy recovery mileage. Had about 15 miles or so on feet. Ended up getting my PR, hit a PR for the half marathon, which is, I'm very, very pleased with. And yeah, it was, I'm excited. I'm excited to continue to get after it and to, get better. All right, last 10. We're gonna do uphill for the last 10. Let's go. This is what separates. This is what separates. Let's go. It's tough. Two more tens. One more. Mean what you say. Say what you mean. Gotta do something. Don't talk shit. All right, so another easy run in the books. 3.75 miles easy. This is a recovery run. Yesterday's 15-mile effort. I did first mile at 1% incline, second mile 2% incline, half mile. The third mile 3 incline, and then half mile at 3 as well. So a half mile at 3, and then another, the highest incline, 25. So pretty much incline, keep continuing all the way. Easy day, we're still getting after it. Arms a little bit small, but we're gonna get the arms bigger. That's the next goal after this build. We're gonna get a little size, sun's out, guns out, sun's getting out. But yeah, I just want to say this is day 4 of trying to get noticed. Please share my videos on TikTok, share my videos, and subscribe on YouTube and on Twitter. So on Twitter /X, I go by Upchain Lord. On YouTube, JordanDGAF, and please subscribe and on TikTok, TheJordanDGAF. Try and get to 50 followers on TikTok so we can go live, and trying to get to 100 subs by the Wenatchee Marathon, which is April 18th. Thank you so much for the support. We're gonna get famous this year. We're gonna become an influencer. I'm 40 years old and I am not stopping. Back at the gym. Very rare occurrence that I actually drive to the gym. I usually use the walk to the gym to warm up. But gonna do some shoulders, upper body, and so some push, and yeah, and 7 miles. Let's go. Just wrapped up the run, taking souls, of course. 7 miles at 8-minute mile pace. Don't give a fuck about, we're DeGaff maxing still. Don't care about heart rate. Don't care about any of that shit. We're good at pace. So there's a lot of times I was just like, I'll just, no one will know. I'll just quit, or no one will know. I'll just stop halfway and just, walk. But nah, we did it the whole way. Today, is very much about new beginnings and full moon, and I'm releasing a lot of myself, and that's part of it. We nail the workouts, and we do things that are hard and things that we're uncomfortable with, and we just stack the wins, little tiny wins, brick by brick. I really think about how far I've come. There's still a long ways to go, but I just remember thinking to myself, man, certain things are impossible, and it's like anything is possible if you work hard enough and you believe in yourself and you put yourself first and you love yourself and you accept. One of the things that Robert Greene talks about in Mastery is it's very important to see yourself the way other people see yourself. So most people, they see themselves either better or worse than what the general public perceives them as. And a lot of times I am very hard and demean myself because I used to get off on that. I used to love finding reasons to be sad and to put myself down. I'm way past that. But now I just look forward to the idea of getting better for myself. It's funny because it's like I think about things like the phobias and stuff that I have as I'm walking to my car, things like that, little tiny things that you just have to have grace, trust the process. Using the phone right now just because of my camera being, my video camera being messed up. So my face is doing funky stuff, don't be alarmed, but on my way back from the gym, did some treadmill work. Originally I wasn't going to, but like I was gonna swap today with tomorrow, so Thursdays and Saturdays are usually my days off from running. But today, it was Wednesday, hump day. Today's hump day. And it's Wednesday, so that means it's speed work. Those who have been around since the beginning, you guys remember my hump day video for the first Seattle Marathon. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But today I did 3/4 of a mile at 6:03 pace, and then rest, and then do 1/4 of a mile at about about 5:30 pace. Do that, repeat, rest, repeat 3 times. It was a good workout. It was very hard. Didn't necessarily finish it off the way I wanted to, but I did a little bit more mileage just to catch up. Mentally, I'm there. Physically, I have the speed. It's just building out my body to be acclimated to it. I get a lot of like stitches. I get a lot of like side stitches, and my chest will hurt. I mean, my abs. So it's just about, you know, getting stronger in the places that we need to get stronger. But the sub marathon build is happening. So the Boston qualifying, I have a feeling it's gonna happen this time. I'm working really hard towards it. And shout out to Truett Haynes. So he dropped this video today, and you know, every Wednesday he drops a video, and I found it funny. I mean, coincidence or not, I found it funny that, you know, he used the clip with him and Jake Dearden. He used the clip that I commented on, that part I commented on. I said, hey, new merch idea about the how to eat the elephant. Now, I preface this by saying Truett is a huge inspiration to me. I don't care that he's younger. I look up to him as far as the athletics, him and his dad. So shout out to them. But I'm gonna piggyback off this and I'm gonna use it. So yeah, it could be coincidence, but the reality of it is that I'm trying to get noticed. I want people to know who I am. I deserve it. I work really hard, and it doesn't make me any different. I'm the same person with 0 subs or 1 million. Same person. Doesn't make me any different. But that doesn't mean I want eyes on me. I want people to know, okay, this person, Jordan, DGAF, Jordan is going to get after it, and I'm going to try to qualify for Boston. I'm going to try to qualify for Boston, and then eventually I'm going to work towards Masters. So, you know, my physical potential, I don't know where it is. You know, see, the way my body is built, my athletics, my background was sprinting. I ran the 400 in high school. My identical twin brother Miles was the fastest person in Vancouver. He was literally less than 1/10 of a second away from going to state in the 100. I was the second. I didn't race in the one. I only raced in the 100 about 1 or 2 times. I'm more focused on. But I led the relay. So for the 400 meter relay, so 100 meters, we'll go the long way, just because I'm in the mood to talk. So for those, I started it. Miles ended it. But for the 1600 relay, so each of us do it a 400. He started it and I finished it. So it was always a funny ass. That's how it was. That's who we were. So me personally, I have had to build a lot of aerobic base. I've been running for about 7 years now. So I was about 33, 34 years old when I started running, you know, like started off the same way like Jeremy Miller would just do suicide Prefontaine pace 1 mile. It's by coincidence too, and which is funny because there's a lot of things by coincidence. I realize how many people in the space got into it because of Goggins. I have in common with Jeremy Miller that we ran suicide pace every day, nothing else, just as hard as we could, 1 mile a day for a year straight. And then also, similarly to Truett Haynes, I had a speech problem growing up. Still hard for me to say my L's and W's and R's and S's sometimes. And also, I was a very, very late bloomer. In high school, my freshman year of high school, I was 5'2", 108 pounds. By the time I was a senior, I was 5'10", 165 pounds, pure muscle. Now, and I grew a little bit after that, just like my dad. My dad, rest in peace, he grew. My dad was 6'4", by the way. My dad grew after high school. Me, I grew a couple inches after high school. So I'm about 5'11", I'd say. A 5'11", anywhere from 5'10 and a half to 6 foot. put me in there. 5'11". I just say 5'11" or whatever. Most people, when they see me, they think I'm 6 foot. Think I'm six. You know, some person's like, "Oh, are you 6'2", whatever." They think that I'm tall. I don't know. I've always perceived myself as short, but it doesn't matter. Point is, we all have a lot of similarities, and just like how, you know, 50 Cent started to Get Rich to Die Trying, and then you have Truett saying, "Oh, let's sub 230 or die trying," or Olympic trials or die trying. You know, that is on wax. You know, that's a homage, and it's the same thing for me. I'm doing a homage. So, homage. Eat the elephant. If he doesn't make the merch, I'm going to myself. So eat the elephant. Just thought it was funny that he pointed it out, because, you know, I'll show in the I'll show, like, we
I've never heard that saying.
You guys haven't heard that?
No, never. How do you eat an elephant?
You look at a entire elephant and you're like, how the hell am I going to eat that thing? You know, because you see the whole thing as is, but if someone cuts off a piece and they hand it to you, you're like, well, I can eat this bite. And then, oh, I can eat this bite. They keep handing you like forks with a little bit of elephant on it. Before you know it, after 10,001 forks with a little bit of elephant on it, there's a big chunk off that elephant. And then you're like, oh, I see. So if I just keep taking a bite, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Instead of looking at the whole thing and saying, no way, you look at it bit by bit, and before you know it, you're done.
I always say, show the Carfax. So I'll show the evidence of what I'm talking about. Take care. If I could actually get this off. In the bathroom at work. Very rare occurrence. Just changed into my running garb. We got tempo run today. Progressive speed. We're gonna run the Dinks from here. So Dinks Revenge, work edition. Today was Member Appreciation Day, so I'm full of pizza and cookies. Let's get after it. Sunday fun day. Happy daylight savings time. Get that time back. You deserve it. Today is a 17-mile run, I think. Let me check. I want to say it is, but I've been wrong before, so. Let's make sure. Yeah, 17-mile long run. No specific paces, just 17 miles of grit and determination. Gonna do my ritual, so we're gonna do my new favorites. Well, one's an old favorite, the other one's a new favorite. We have the Cherry Sakura Red Bull, as well as the Juneberry Red Bull. I like to take it back to back. I'll never get over the light skin allegations. Shout out to Drake. Take it back to back. Then, if I need some more caffeine, maybe a little bit of coffee, whatever. And just gonna stretch and warm up a little bit. Then, we're gonna head to the trail at the high school. Or the college, I should say. Gonna head to the college where I've been doing the runs. I've been doing the runs because my baby, my wife, she walks while I run. So, which I think is more impressive. Because me, I mean, granted, when I put my mind to it, I like to go walk, I could walk long distances, but to walk, it's like it's hard for me not to want to run or want to like pick up the pace, but to walk for over 2 hours is very impressive. So I'm always proud of her for doing that. But wait for her to come back, then we'll run a little bit. So I'm just gonna chill, play a little bit of Street Fighter. been rumblings, certain people have been, giving their 2 cents as far as the salon in the Seattle scene. Initially I was going to address it. I was going to say some shit. But I don't care. I don't. So it's like I'm not, it's like that's what people want. They want a reaction. They want crash out. They want people think like, oh, I have something on them, or oh, I have this. It's like, it's not true. It's like I'm feeling great. Like yesterday, I went to the gym with Miles. Shout out to Miles, my twin, and I benched 245, so I just decided to max out. So I'm at 245 right now, and I'm weighing about 170 something. So that's good. We're back, getting bit strength back, and still be able to get after it. So, but we're still the gaff maxing. We're still trying to get better every day. Still on pace, no pun intended, for a sub 3 hour marathon. My goal is 3:05, so that's just the initial goal. That's A goal. B goal is sub 3, and then C goal is the PR. So it's good to have goals. Good to focus on that. Probably total with the walking and the running for this week, well over 50 miles. I'm back on my bullshit, getting after it. And, so I'm still wanting to do the influencer thing. Still Red Bull till death. Ketone IQ, holla at me. DMs are open. Creatine and protein from Transparent Labs. Shout out to them. And then we got Numa. This is the Joey collab, BPN athlete. So initially I saw it because it's like I need some dose strips. So these nasal tapes, this is what I used the last time I had a PR. I haven't been using these lately, but I'm gonna use them today. Get acclimated for a long run with it. But yeah, so you know what time it is. You know what time it is. We got a Morton bottle full of some body armor in here. Shout out to them too. I got some non-alcoholic beer as well that I'm gonna have in the mix. Where'd I put my babies? Where are my babies? Where are they at? Where are my Red Bulls? Where'd I put my Red Bulls? Where are my babies? I'm not liking this. Where'd I put them? Oh, right here. Forgot to put them in the fridge. So we got my Red Bulls right here. We're gonna choose. Normally I don't get the sugar-free, but I decided to get the sugar-free today. So we'll choose this. We'll mix this with the creatine. My Red Bull glass was broken, but we'll get another one soon. Or Red Bull, if you're seeing this or hearing me, Red Bull, I would appreciate if you can send maybe that 2-piece joint, the pairs, his and hers, so I can have one for my wife too. But yeah, Red Bull. That's always the goal. That's the main goal. Main goal is sometime within the next few years, while I'm still in my prime, while I'm still able to get after it, is to compete. Not only in a marathon or an ultra marathon, that's coming soon too. So stay tuned for me trying to get on that path, but to also compete in Street Fighter still. I still got the hunger, and because so yesterday, when I'm going through and watching and hearing and seeing all the reactions, seeing what people really think about me and think about who I am, I'm sitting there, I'm just like, there's part of me that's just like, man, I should just confront every single person and just be like this and that, crash out. because something that I get really, really aggressive when it comes to people, and it comes to me, and it comes to what people think about me and feel about me. But I'm chill, relaxing, paying no mind in that, and we're just gonna stay on the path. One of my favorite tarot card readers, he had mentioned in a short or a post that this upcoming week, starting from the 9th, so pretty much the 9th until the 15th, people will be jealous of you. People will want what you have. And, you know, just because I'm still in shape, just because I still am in love, and just because I still get after it, people will want what I want. But just like the Seattle Seahawks, that's what I always wear on Sunday, want to, keep it going. I'm a champion. I've been a champion before, and I'm a champion even when I lose. Something that has been hard at times to remind myself. But we're gonna get after it. So, once my wife returns, put this on, and we'll put on the shoes. Today will be the Adi Zeros in honor of another long run. And we're gonna run 17 miles, 2 hours of, but that's just how we're gonna do it. And that's just how it's gonna be. So I feel good. And all it is time, baby. Put in the time, get the results. Let's go. Feel like it's car jujitsu. We're in the back here, getting ready for this 17-mile run. So we'll get some ketone IQ right here. And we'll just pound this real quick. Pause. Give me 1 second. All right. Shout out to ketone IQ. Not as bad as the other ones. 17 miles, let's go. All right, so we've ran for about an hour and 40 minutes. So we're at 12 and a half miles. So normally it was 17 miles on the docket, but we're gonna run for 2 hours and see how many miles it is. Because yesterday I walked for about 5 miles. So I walked 5 miles when I was supposed to have no mileage on feet. So because of that, I'm gonna forego the 17 and just go with how many miles I can run on foot for 2 hours. You can see in the distance, my wife is walking. She's been walking this whole time. Very proud of her. Like I said before, it takes a lot of discipline to walk. Almost more discipline to walk than it does to run. She's probably not going to enjoy me putting the camera on her, but I don't care. Okay. Oh. So we're almost at a half marathon already. Feels like it went slow at first, but in the middle of the pace, in the middle of it, I decided to run a 7-minute mile pace. So I was trying to run 8 minutes at the fastest, but I decided on tired legs to run another fast mile. So we might end it off with a couple of fast miles just because. I got audio in the wild.
What?
I was just saying that nothing, don't worry about it. I forgot that my wife is deaf. Not really, but she just can't hear. Oh man, it's just, these are the days that make champions. Men take action. You know, it takes a true man to take action, do what they say they're gonna do. All the yappers, all the people that talk on the sidelines, they're not out here on a Sunday. Rest for what? Rest for what? It was hard to not go fast. That's been my problem. The problem is I have too many workouts that are the same. So the fact that I was able to do a run where easy is easy and then the hard is hard, that makes so the hard eventually becomes easy. You get me?